Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm 14 years old. I am from, well, I'm not gonna tell you where I'm from. Oh my gosh, that'd be weird. Anyways, I'm from Texas. Well, yeah, I guess I can tell you that. I'm a freshman. Uh, well, when I was younger, um, I lived with my dad. He's a single father. And one day, January 5th, 2001, he passed away with a sudden heart attack. That changed my life completely. Like, that's something I could never get over. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell y'all something that not very many people know. Not even my best friend knows. I don't think she does. Pretty sure she doesn't. Um, I saw him leave. Like, my grandma was telling me a story about when I was two. I was two, and I was sitting in his lap, and his boss came and found him. And then I went to my grandma's for a while, and we were in the kitchen, and she said that I said, "Who was that man that came and got Daddy?" And she asked me if it was the ambulance. She asked me if it was his boss. You know how those cute little 2-year old, they're like, no, no. It's okay. Okay, anyways, sorry. I get distracted easily. Anyways, I he said, come on, Jeff. Which, obviously that was an angel or Jesus or God or somebody. And that that's touching. It's surprising, and that's something that not very many people can say happened to them. And I hope when I'm older that I can go get hypnotized and they can bring it back. Anyways, I went to live with my mom. I lived with her for 2 years after my dad died. My mom, she's a prostitute. She's a druggie. She's an alcoholic. She's a thief. She's a liar. She's a manipulator. She's no good. No good at all. She's messed up her life in so many ways. Let's see. One day, well, let me start with this. I have a little brother. He's 2 years younger than me. And when I was 4, I was practically his mom. I climbed up in cabinets to feed him. I starved myself and gave him food. Let's see. I'm gonna run the next thing, but when we went to live with my grandma, she was feeding us spaghetti, and I ate a little bit of it, and I gave him a little bit of it, and she told me that I put a napkin over it and said, we can save this for later. That's sad. A 4-year-old does not. It's ridiculous. Anyways, what the reason CPS took us away was because I showed up at school with a little towel wrapped around my hand because the dryer or the washer thingy was missing a side, and I stuck my hand in it. Yeah, and my teacher at that time, thank you, whoever you are. I do not remember you at all. I remember going to your class and stuff. Anyways, my teacher at the time turned us in. Like, my mom has 7 kids. Well, she had 6, but now she has 7. Well, she turned it in. CPS was called. They went to our house. We had no food. We're gross. We barely even had a house. Sometimes we didn't even live in a house. We lived with random people. See. So CPS took us away. And my grandma lived 3 hours away in close to Dallas. It was like 5 hours from where I live now. So it's 3 hours, so it's 2 hours to get, whatever, and forget that. Anyways, sorry, I get distracted so easily. It's like ridiculous. Okay, I'm trying to be serious here. I'm not a serious person at all. Okay. See, CPS took us away. My grandma was married to a guy, and since me and my brother were 2 and 4, he thought that he was too old to take care of little kids. So my grandma divorced him, and we moved to a little town, and now we are living in the house my dad and my aunts grew up in. A few years ago. Years ago. And let's see. But as I got older, I got angrier and angrier and angrier. I got mad at everybody. I treated everybody horrible. My family, the people that were there for me. And see, in 7th grade, I was in my 8th period class, and the phone rang, and my teacher got up, she answered it, and it was for me. They wanted me to come up to the office with my things. So I got my stuff together. I was like, dude, what's going on? Like, is my grandma okay? Blah, 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 blah. All this stuff was going through my head. And then I saw the cop. And I knew that something was going down. Something was happening. I was escorted out of school in handcuffs. Most embarrassing thing in my entire life. It was like 5 minutes before the bell. There was parents outside, and they were putting me in the little cop car. Right, thug. I went to court, and I was sentenced to 2 weeks in juvie. Paid my time. Was put on probation for a year. 8th grade, I went back for a day. Thank gosh. Got off probation at the beginning of my 9th year, which is now freshman year. Wait, let me backtrack. Okay. Sorry. 7th year, the 7th grade year, before I was arrested. My family found out about it, like my extended family found out about it. And they came over one night on September 13th, and they tried to convince my grandma to take me to a girls' home. My grandma would not do it. They got mad. We all started yelling, and my little brother told my aunt to shut up. And then I told my aunt to shut up. And, well, my little brother told everybody to shut up, and then my aunt told him to shut up, so I told her to shut up. If that makes any sense. This video is going to be so messed up. I'm so sorry. I'm confusing, I know. Anyways, my 38-year-old cousin, she jumped up, and she's like, don't you talk to my mother like that. You want to go? So, next thing I knew, I was in the middle of the doorway, her hands around my neck, me biting her hands right here as hard as I could, And then she finally let go. And her 40-year-old cousin, while they were leaving and trash talking and calling us all kinds of names, her sister, her 40-year-old sister, was calling me a whore. She flipped me off. Next thing I knew, she was on top of me, punching my face, trying to hit me. Like punching and punching and punching. I mean, these are like 5'7", 200-pound women, like grown women, against me. Like, barely have any muscles. Look at this, barely anything. And and then she hit my nose, and she broke it. It's like this big hump. I get made fun of all the time about my nose. And, you know, it's something I can't control right now. Like, we didn't go to the doctor. We didn't turn them in. We didn't do anything. We just let it grow back. Anyways, back to now. When I was on probation, I talked to my counselor, and that helped. Shortly, like a few weeks ago, my best friend asked me to go to church with her. Oh my God. That has literally, like, saved me so much pain. Like, everything that I did, you know, I'll never forget. And I feel awful about it. And I wish I could take it all back. But I can't. I have to live with it. And, like, I've been so depressed. Like, I've cut myself. I've tried to overdose on pills. I've done so many things. I've tried to strangle myself. I've tried to hang myself. I've tried to jump off things and kill myself, you know? And, I mean, like, that's something that you don't need to do. You know, God is there. Always. He's there. Like, all I had to do is pray. And I went to church, and this healer, he knew that I had a broken heart. He knew I was upset about it. And he healed me. He really did. And, you know, now I'm like this happy, giddy, crazy, goofy girl again, like I was when I was little. And yes, sometimes it does get hard, and sometimes I get so mad at myself. But you know what? It's okay. You're not perfect. You're not ever gonna be perfect. But you are human. You are human. And that's all you can do, you know. Well, bye guys. Oh snap, I didn't even turn it off.